to search for students, there have been some new options that have come up. Um, we would go into our main menu and go to Find Students. If you go to Students, it'll just give you your list. But if we go to Find Students, it lists all the different things. Of course, these first few are basic, and you probably won't use those very much from this menu. One that's very helpful, there's a few that are helpful. If you need to search for your seniors, you can search here by grade level. You can search for how long a student's been in. I could search for how many weeks active a student is. So, for example, if I search for a student here, I can put in the weeks, or I could put in a range. So if I said 1 to 3, that's going to give me all the students that are active for that period of time. Now I can select those students and I can send them certain things. I could add them to a group. Say I selected one or so and I wanted to add them and choose them as a certain cohort. I could add them to a group. I could force them all to something. Say we're going to force these students to maybe a message that says that they've been active for a certain amount of weeks, so they should be on this assignment. We could assign them to a packet if you had specific packets that were designed that needed to go out at certain periods, at certain times, or you could just simply email all of these students. So I picked a range there first, but if I just picked, say I just want to know which students were active for 3 weeks, I would search that, and we could search it by all courses or just by a certain course. We could also search by maybe when the last time a student submitted, and we can search by a combination of all of these as well. So say I'm just looking for students that have been active for 3 weeks. So I have these students that have been active for the last 3 weeks, and they can, like I said, I could select them all. I could select 1 or 2 or 3, and then like I said, I can force them somewhere. If I force them somewhere, I'd need to know what I'm forcing them to. So you'd have to know that ahead of time. And like we talked about before with forcing, how we're going to either upload it first, and when you upload it, it gives you a topic. You could always go into the menu and go to your folders, open it in a new tab. That way, you could look and see, which things maybe you wanted to force to them, and get the object ID number is what you need. And then going back to where we were, say I want to force these students, I would force them and choose a number. Then it's going to take me to another screen where I'd need to put in the dates, how long that is going to be forced to them. But that's a way that, like I said, we can search for different students or when students by different parameters, when a student is activated, or searching by the course, or searching by maybe if you're looking for students that are in maybe the actual virtual school full-time program, or students that you might have in the lab. You would put in their school and it would come up. So those are just ways, like I said, you can organize and search out different groups of students.